if you are broke, what are you supposed to do? Because we literally hear a lot of people. That's basically all for this video. Fuck me now, but don't worry, I'm gonna blow. Your girl is so blow. Statistics shows that no less than 40% of Nigerians presently live below the poverty line, even as unemployment rate tops 33%. It has risen to 53% in the fourth quarter of 2020. Channel's news flash. Now, this is a very, very, very crazy scenario because, well, it's not something that is necessarily crazy because, I mean, we all know that majority of the population of Nigeria, this isn't actually majority actually. This is like people who live below poverty line. Like, that's a different thing entirely. There are people that are poor, that are like normally average, they can afford, you know, to eat good food, not really good food, but you know, they can afford food, and there are people who literally live below the poverty line. It's extremely crazy, guys. And it's like, okay, so what do you mean? Do you mean that I'm part of the 40%? Of course, I'm actually employed, thanks be to God. So I'm not really among the 50% of unemployed, but I am actually among the 40%. I do know that there is a very big difference between you being broke and you being poor, and I'm giving that as a disclaimer. I feel like being broke and being poor are two different things necessarily, because some people are poor, like poor, like they're poor, while other people that are broke, and broke in the sense that it's just like a temporary absence of money, right? Like you were once there, but now it's just like you're broke, like there is no money for now, but definitely there's gonna be money in the future. But people that are poor don't even have any hope, they don't even know what to think, they don't even know what to do, they don't have any source of income. Maybe they do, but it's just like pennies. To think that I'm actually part of this population, I feel like I'm broke, I'm actually poor. Not that being poor is a bad thing, of course it's a bad thing, or like I'm even trying to like act like, oh yeah, I'm poor, I'm not poor, I'm broke. No, it's just like based on where I've gotten to currently in my life, I'm broke actually. I'm not poor. I can't really call myself poor. If I said I'm poor, I would be lying, because I know that I'm not poor actually. I'm just broke. I decided to make this video today because it's like, if you are broke, what are you supposed to do? Because we literally hear a lot of people, if I broke, no my business, I'ma show you go like but I get for the night, happiness. Of course, you've heard the song. Well, I don't know if you haven't heard the song, I don't know where you live, but we always hear these things like, if I'm broke, spending my last money, and it's just like people really take these things for a joke, which is understandable. I mean, it lifts off the stress rather than you sitting down and thinking about your situation. I mean, make fun of it at least a little bit. But then I think that this is something that a lot of us really do take for granted, and sometimes we just, especially as females, we just want to just stay. We don't want to do nothing. We just want to just like stay and just believe that maybe someday, somehow, once we're done with school, a person is cool, we're gonna get a job, or if we're done with school, maybe someday a job's gonna come for us, or maybe we're gonna marry a rich man. And honey, these things don't happen to majority of population. And even the people who actually get that kind of like luck, if I'm to say, they actually end up having huge major issues when they get married, for real guys. And I think that we really need to know, okay, if I'm broke, how can I get rich? Broke, as we all know, is definitely just a temporary situation, okay? No condition permanent. My condition is not permanent, guys. Fuck me now, but don't worry, I'm gonna blow. Your girl is so anyway, guys, for you, I think it's really necessary that we share things with each other and just to definitely grow each other. And I know that I'm not there at all. I've not even smelled there, but I know that give and take 1 year, I'm gonna get there. I don't want to know, I'm gonna definitely achieve my goal of financial freedom, and yeah, it's gonna be what it is, you know. And I definitely feel like these are things that I know that is actually gonna work, and I've seen these are what people do actually. This is what the people who make money, people who have consistent stream of income, people who are not broke, this is actually what they did to get to where they had to get to. And I think it would kind of be nice to hear from someone who hasn't gotten there yet, because at least you know that okay, let's try it out. Does this stuff even work? And these are things that you would find in so many success books and the likes. So if you see me So guys, if you see me looking down, just put points down on my jotter, so I'm just like trying to go through them. I'm sorry if it kind of looks a little bit foggy. Your girl is just starting her life out, so I am so sorry. I'm kind of like looking at the side now because please just bear with me. Definitely guys, your girl is hustling. I'm hustling hard to make sure that I have a better YouTube setup. The first thing that you need to do, if you feel like you're broke and you feel like you don't have money, you feel like there's a lot of things that actually isn't going right for you right now when it comes to your finances. The first thing you have to do is you have to do your research. Now this is important, guys. This is so important because you need to make sure you perform or you carry out a due research. It is necessary. And I say this because sometimes we just hop into things, you know. We just feel like, oh my god, everybody would need food, so as you go into food business. That's a blood lie. Who tells you you're gonna sell? I have people that I know people actually that are into this whole same food business that the whole world needs for life, and they don't still make sales. So you need to make sure that you are doing your research. Find out. Study books. I am currently studying books. I'm not gonna tell you that, oh, my lips are dry, let me just come up. I'm definitely not gonna tell you that I've studied a million books. Of course not. I haven't seen it. What's the use? But I definitely studied some books in the past, and it actually helped me to improve myself and to know, okay, this is what works and this is what doesn't work. And the thing is, if you feel like you can invent the wheel, which you can, I just feel like it's, you know, are just principles to success. It's everywhere. You see this everywhere. I'm a Christian. I see it in the Bible all the time, and it's just like the same things that just keep repeating itself whenever you are asked, or whenever you search, or whenever you are trying to find out how to become successful, right? And when I mean successful is relative. The fact that you're successful financially doesn't mean that you're successful in life. Please take a look. Depending on the country you are, I feel like the vehicle is gonna be different, because if you are in a place like Nigeria, guys, I mean, of course you know that there are a lot of opportunities, definitely, but then it's just like people still see it as the opportunities are not that much, which I don't know, it's kind of looking like it's much, and I think it's like not much, but then there are some things that would necessarily not thrive in Nigeria that if you do that in other countries would definitely thrive, and vice versa. You get my point, right? If you haven't bought a book before that is talking about Amaka and John, please, you need to get one. Get one. I recommend you reading books from like proven authors, which I feel like people that you know that they have results, go and read their books. People really do document a lot of things. I'm not gonna tell you to just buy every single book. Doesn't even make any difference that talks about success, because some of them are trash. I've seen a couple of them that are actually trash, and a lot of people don't even really want to share their secrets. Some people are still in generation of 48 laws of power. Don't share your secrets to success, which is true. So there are a lot of people who write a lot of success books, but guys, you really need to make sure that you are very picky about the books that you read. I recommend studying books that other people recommend, you know, like not the people who wrote the books themselves, but other people who feel like, okay, this book is actually good, and just try it out and study and just apply. You need to make sure that you pick the right vehicle, guys. And the right vehicle is relative. There is no particular vehicle that is right for every single person, no. But there's certain things you definitely need to consider when picking the right vehicle, babes. Of course, the first thing you need to consider when it comes to you picking the right vehicle. Okay, let me just take you back a little bit. When I mean picking the right vehicle, I mean, okay, now that you know that, okay, this is how I'm supposed to make some money. Okay, now I know that, okay, I have to make some money. Picking the right vehicle now can be, okay, I want to go into content creation. I want to monetize my knitting skills. I want to monetize my music skills. I want to monetize my songwriting. I want to monetize my whatever it might be. I want to monetize my fashion sense. Now that's you picking the right vehicle. Now when it comes to picking the right vehicle, the first thing you need to consider, stop doing charity work in this place. Don't come and tell me that your passion is something that cannot give you money. What's that? What kind of passion is that? Please, even if your passion cannot give you money, babe, we're talking about being having money now. Okay, I will advise that you definitely focus on something that can give you money now, and later on you can definitely have or start pursuing that passion wholeheartedly and do your charity thing. But for now, see babes, we are on the journey of like, we gotta make this money. Okay, we gotta make this money. It is necessary, guys. So make sure that whenever you're picking a vehicle, whatever you're picking, okay, this is what I want to do to make this money, you definitely want to make sure that it is something that will benefit you in the long run. I know that I'm not gonna tell you that you're gonna make all the money overnight. Once you just start like this, bam, you're gonna start making money. That's a bad lie. If anybody tells you that, slap that person in the face. Tell the person on the left cheek, slap it, cause it's a lie. What issue has violence, but you know. Make sure that you do your research also about picking the right vehicle. That is why I had to mention doing your research in the first place, because it's necessary. It is so necessary. And a lot of people miss this step. They just feel like you're gonna jump into any business, and who told you that you even need to start up having a business? Which is gonna lead me to my third point, but let me just round up with the second point. You need to make sure that you have the right vehicle. Make sure you have the right vehicle. One thing you need to consider is make sure that this is something that's gonna give you money, right? It's gonna give you money, and is it gonna take you 10 years to make the money? Please don't pursue that, okay? We're thinking about getting ourselves to the point where we kind of have money to be our leverage, you know, to leverage money, then to do every other thing we want to do in our lives, right? That's what we're trying to do here. So necessarily, you might not even have to start off your life. When I mean start up your life, I mean going from like broke to rich, doing something that you love. Sometimes it doesn't really have to be that, and that's why a lot of people get confused. You feel like, okay, you have to sing. No, sometimes you may just have to do a little bit of some little things here to get yourself to have money, and then once you have that money, you're not invested in your music. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's supposed to roll. Okay, babes, I trust you. I trust you're gonna pick the right vehicle. If you guys want me to make a video about picking the right vehicle, which is very important, let me know. I'm gonna definitely make a video. Okay. Set a plan and a goal and go for it. The toughness is increasing, guys. You need to set a plan. Now people find it really hard. I won't really say it's hard, but people just really, you know, are really lazy. They procrastinate planning. And look, when it comes to success, you would progress in your journey, and then you just figure out that, good, okay, you're planning, but then you don't have time management. All those little principles go together. If you think that you can just pick one, right, you can just pick the right direction, and then you can just do your research, and you feel like, okay, I'm good to go, I'm not going to plan, I'm not going to set goals because I don't want to be disappointed, or I'm not going to take actions, honey, you're gonna rot. You're gonna really rot, because you figure out that then you're gonna get to a stage where it's just like, okay, I think I really have something right now. So the earlier, honey, the better. What is your plan? How are you going to get there? Now let me give you guys an example. For me personally, I have a plan, and I'm currently working in 9 to 5. I got a job last month, March, the first job I'm ever working in my life. And it's an amazing job, guys. I can really testify that this job is amazing. I have one of the best colleagues anyone could ever ask for in life. They are like so beautiful. I have the most wonderful CEO. I have the board. Everyone is so nice, and you're so beautiful to hang around. Trust me. I'm not taking a job because, okay, I'm trying to make ends meet. Of course, the whole goal is to make ends meet. But for me right now, you know why I got this job? I got this job because I'm looking at myself and I'm like, I can't depend on my parents anymore. I can't. I'm a 19-year-old Nigerian. I don't want to follow man, because it's just, I've had bad experiences, and I just don't want to depend on any man for my finances anymore. And yeah, so for those of us now that want to do good get, babes, you're gonna suffer. Let me just tell you that you suffer. You're going to have to work times 2. So don't hop on this journey without the right mindset, babes. I've already taken my mind about that. You know what? If not suffer, I will suffer. But just that I want to get my goal. My goal is to make sure that I have financial independence. You know, that's just what this whole thing is about. So now I have a 9 to 5 job because I'm trying to raise money to be able to support my business. So even when I get my first pay, which is supposed to come up by like this week, I'm definitely going to take all that money, invest in my business. I'm going to really invest it back into my YouTube channel, or I'm going to invest it back in, I want to start buying stocks. I have a lot of things to do, and rather than the traditional, you get your salary, you buy food, you buy clothes. No, that's not how you do things. You need to plan yourself. If you buy clothes and you buy shoes today, you want to work in this job forever. I don't want to. That's not my plan actually. Some people, that's their plan. I want to be able to get myself to a condition where, okay, I have a business that gives me money, and I'm okay, I'm comfortable, I work from home, I own my business, I am living life of my dreams. That's definitely what my goal is. And so I won't get there by having a 9-to-5 job, but having a 9-to-5 job can definitely take me there. It's definitely part of the plan. So my plan is to work this job for a few months, and once I know that, okay, I've started my business, I've started this what called side hustle whilst I'm doing my 9-to-5 job full time. Okay, this business right now, I'm gonna put in my hard work into it, I'm gonna dedicate my time into it to make sure that, okay, once this business can stand alone and get me the amount of money that I want, then I quit my job and then I focus more on my business. And for focusing more on my businesses, I get to employ more people and associate people, and then your girl becomes an empire. Yes, that's the goal, that's the plan, man, that's the plan. So for real, I feel like this whole planning thing is related, because my plan might not actually be your plan. So don't come and copy me and say, okay, but really, for real, I would suggest that if you like you don't have money to start your business, go get a job. It can be as little as anything. It can be a cleaning job. For real, if they give me a cleaning job, I'll take it too. Even as a cleaning, I will clean color money. Period. What you need to have in your mind is that you are doing this not forever, but for a temporary period, and you're definitely gonna get over this ASAP, as soon as possible. What's your goal? My goal for me right now is not money. I know it sounds crazy. What? That's why I say you need to plan. My goal is not money. My goal is that I don't know how to work hard. I'm a lazy ass, as you guys can see. But people that call Ajabota. I know I don't really sound like an Ajabota anymore because the baby is Paco. But for real, naturally, when there's no I'm an Ajabota, I'm just sad, So I'm lazy. I'm like to sleep. I like to eat. I feel like I only work hard when I feel like I want to work hard. I really think that you need to have a goal. You need to have a goal. It's so vital, because a lot of times you just feel like you can plan without setting a goal. It's useless. You need to have a goal. What's your target? For me right now, my target is hard work. My target for this month, let me give you guys for instance, is I want to look back by the 31st of April and be like, oh my god, damn, you had 12 videos on your YouTube channel. Oh my god, damn, maybe you launched your business. That's like the goal, and then maybe from the month after I can start talking about making money or anything like that. But you need to plan and have sense. The goal is financial independence. The goal is to get my apartment by the end of the 6 months. The goal is to have a better YouTube place to do my YouTube tape. The goal is to be able to eat well and afford clothes by the end of the 6 months. That's my goal. And now once I have my goal, I get to plan backwards. Okay, since this is what I want to have an apartment, I want to be able to have a stable source of income, I want to be able to eat good food, blah 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 blah. So what do I have to do to get there? And that's like, babe, see, I got problems, and maybe one of these days I'm gonna make a video about my journey thus far. See, if I tell you that I'm new, and all the things I'm saying now that I'm just knowing it, that's a bloody lie. I've been on this journey since like 2019. This is 2022. So many years have gone by, and I'm still at the same spot. See, looking to make money currently right now in anything I'm doing. I want to make sure that I put in the work. I want to make sure I'm putting in the work first. Then I can look back and say, okay, now with this work that I've done, how can I monetize it? I'm gonna drop a link to a couple of resources in the description below, so that you guys can just check those videos out. There are people that have really inspired me and inspired a lot of other people to take actions on their lives. I am currently not living in my own apartment. I'm currently staying in my uncle's house. There's no money to feed. I don't have money to feed myself right now. Take actions. Take action. Take action. Towards the hearers and the not towards. For real, you see, let me tell you something here. Knowledge is very powerful. Knowledge is useless if you don't take actions. The main purpose of you having that knowledge is because, okay, now that you know better, you can do better. So if you know better and you're not doing better, you're not hearing to retain, you are hearing to do. Okay? That's the purpose of you learning anything in life. In the real world, babes, whatever thing you learn, you're actually supposed to learn to do. Go in aggressively. See, I'm telling this from experience. This is not the first time saying this, but you know what? I failed in the past because of several things. One of them is because I did not take action. Looking back, that I'm like, damn you just did not take action. That's why everything that happened last year happened. You did not take action. I planned. See, if you not to plan, I planned. I set goals. Once you start taking actions, as time goes on, you would figure out what is right. And it's the truth that they start their business, they don't even know what to do. But because they just kept taking actions, they just kept learning. As they were learning, they were doing the things, they got it. They became millionaires. If I don't take action, I'm wasting my time. And that's why you see that when I'm talking about my goals and my plans, I'm really mentioning hard work. You need to work your ass off. If possible, times 2. Yeah. Work like you've never worked before. The harder you work and the smarter you work, the faster you're gonna get there. Babes, I'm taking my life now aggressively. I'm avoiding every kind of distraction, flushing out toxic people from my life. If I don't stop from taking action, I bind and cast you in the name of Jesus. Because you're doing what you know. I'm working my 9 to 5 job. I'm posting on YouTube consistently by special grace of God. I am disciplining myself to spend money wisely. The later that's coming to that I'm seeing. Are you aggressive about this? If you're aggressive about this game, you would look for how to succeed in that business. No time for play for this place. So see, broke man know they play. We know they play. If you don't take actions, come 2050, I'm gonna see you in the same spot doing the same thing. So babes, if I do the work, if I upload to some amount of videos, if I post some amount of work, I know that okay, if I do this, I'll get this amount of money. So why not forget about the money now? Do you understand? And you get there. You're gonna see me guys in the next 6 months. In the next 1 year, you're gonna see me. That's basically all for today. Hey, if you watch this video, I love you so much. For real. One heart. Thank you so much for watching this video at this particular time. You learned a lot. I mean, like I said, I really want to inspire you guys, the uppers. If you guys find this video interesting, or you feel like you have someone out there that can really take advantage of this video, baby girl, share. Okay, share. Don't be stingy. See you guys in my next video. I like how the sun is glaring at me. So it's just like this girl. I find really much. But I'm fine, Abby. I'm not fine. Thank you guys so much for joining me. And my forehead is shining, you know. Is it giving you guys like? Is it giving you guys great? I'll see you guys in my next